You know, every Monday on our second interview, we tend to focus on sports, and this Monday is not any different. We're indoors because of the weather, so forgive us. I know you like seeing us out there, but we're having an interesting conversation. What is it about? It's about the state of boxing in Kenya. Where are we, you know, as a country when it comes to boxing? At one point, back in the days, we were really, really good. We were top, we were flying top. But then now, in recent times, as we have seen different boxing personalities not doing too well, with recent pictures of Conjestina circulating on social media showing us that she's not at a good place. So that's a conversation we want to have. And remember, you want to join us, 22422 is the SMS line. The hashtag on Twitter is Power Breakfast. And let me quickly introduce our guest this morning. We have Steve Sijenyi, a boxing promoter, also known as Skipper. Right. Good morning. And then we have Evelyn Mingonye, Miss Islands, Nairobi County. And then this morning we are also glad to be hosting Gertrude Adala. She's Conjestina's mother. And then we have William Ochieng, Conjestina's brother. And of course, Wahiga Mwaura.
Thank you, sir. I can't believe you've introduced me. Glad to be here.
All right. And then my first question is going to be to you, Steve. Tell us the state of boxing, just, you know, generally.
I think currently boxing is a good place. We have Skipper Promotions, which over the weekend,
yes,
gave us a wonderful boxing event. We had the biggest, best boxing event in East Africa ever on Saturday at the Carnival. And that's the direction. If that's the direction the boxing is going, boxing is in good hands right now. We have a great commission which is supporting promoters. And we had a wonderful time, and the support was immense, all the way from top government officials to politicians.
Yes, there's heavy presence of that.
Yes, the only thing is we lack funding from the corporate world, which is very welcome. And once that is there, we show it to the people and have great events.
Let me ask, why did you see the need to have a boxing competition?
Actually, I wouldn't call it a boxing competition. It's a boxing match where
boxing match.
Where internationally recognized and ranked boxers, Kenyans and Egyptians and Tanzanians, Ugandans, came together to Nairobi to fight for money. It's professional boxing.
So it was just in due time. It was bound to happen.
Yes, and it was an event that is planned because we have a series of events coming up in the next 12 months.
I think the other question is why was there so much hype about it? Because, you know, boxing has been with us for a very long time as a country, and then a month ago we hear Skipper Promotions is doing ABCDFG. Why all the sudden interest in boxing?
I think it's about time, because boxing has always been there. It wasn't dead. We've always had events all over Kwabita and also at the New Stadium. Promoters have been doing boxing events through and through. But this time it was the quality of the boxers who came in, because these are Kenyan boxers who fight all over the world, and no one knows them. That was celebrated here. So for the first time, they were actually fighting here in front of people live. And Kenyan boxing fans, and also those who are new to boxing, especially. Apparently, we, like 70% of the people who are there had never watched a boxing match live.
I'll tell you why, because of the hype. But quickly, let me hand it over to Ahiga.
You know what, the name boxing is actually very synonymous in Kenya with Conjestina. Her exploits made the country very proud. And of course, the current season that she's in also saddening many. Some pictures on social media, we do have some of those pictures. If my director can run them at the moment. Of course, causing many last week to ask themselves, what has happened to our boxing great? And we're joined by the family here. We've got her mom, so glad to have her here today, her brother, and of course, Miss Islands, also very glad to have you. And my first question will go to Mom. Mom, afya ya Conjestina ikoaje, Mom?
Conjestina hali yake nzuri sana.
Okay, now ungependa kuelezea maybe akona shida gani haswa? Because tuliona zile picture, I believe actually that they're running on our screen at the moment, especially the first ones. Hakuwa anakaa kwa hali sawa.
Hayuko kwa hali sawa. Anajisumbua kimaisha. Hawezi kukaa chini. Ni kuamka asubuhi, kutoka, kurudi kuoga, kuchange, kutoka, ati anaenda ku ofisi kufanya kazi. Sasa hatuelewi hiyo ofisi linakuanga ofisi gani. Anajisumbua.
Okay, brother William, actually Conjestina's brother. Tunajua kuna Wakenya wengi wamejaribu kusaidia Conjestina in the past, lakini watu wanauliza kwani usaidizi haikumfikisha Conjestina mahali anafaa kuwa?
Okay, chenye naweza sema kuhusu Conjestina ya kwamba tumekuwa na shida nyingi sana huko nyuma, kwa sababu sisi kama sana mimi kama ndugu yake sija kuwa na watu ambao wananileta karibu sana ili waniulize zaidi kumhusu Conjestina, kwa sababu mimi pia nafanya kazi ya sports, nafanya boxing, kwanza Conjestina tulianza na yeye mchezo ya mpira. Ilikuwa mchezo kali, na Conjestina nguvu yake ilikuwa ni kama ya wanaume. Chenye tulikuwa tunafanya na Conjestina tulikuwa tunafanya pamoja. Sehemu ya wanaume ndio Conjestina alikuwa ana join na ana fit hapo. Na kwanza mimi ndio nilimfundisha Conjestina mchezo ya mpira. Akajua Conjestina akikuwa namba 9 hapo akishika mpira, basi hiyo itakuwa inahesabiwa. Sasa ikawa hatukuona kama mambo yanakuwa sawa kwa sehemu ya mpira. Tukarudi kwa sehemu ya ndondi. Sasa kwa ndondi hapa Conjestina amekuwa akijulikana dunia mzima.
That's right.
Conjestina is an international figure. Conjestina is a world boxing champion. Sasa tangu wakati Conjestina alianza kukuwa na shida, mimi ndio nilikuwa mtu wa kwanza kupokea simu kutoka hapa Nairobi. Lakini mimi nashukuru sana kwa sababu leo nimepewa nafasi ili niseme zaidi kumhusu Conjestina.
Nilikuwa nauliza, si mara ya kwanza kusikia kwamba Conjestina amekuwa mgonjwa. Mara kwa mara Wakenya wamefanya fundraising ili kumsaidia. Kwa nini bado Conjestina amejipata kwa hii shida hapa tena? Nyinyi kama familia ndio mnaweza tuelezea?
Hilo leo ni swali mzuri sana, tena nitafurahia sana kujibu hilo swali. Swali hilo nitajibu kwa njia ya utaratibu zaidi. Conjestina amekuwa akipata usaidizi. Lakini usaidizi haufiki mahali inatakikana.
Kwa nini?
Inakwama kwa sababu labda kuna mchezo inachezeshwa hapo katikati. Wacha turudi kwa sehemu ya dawa ya Conjestina. Conjestina akipelekwa hospitalini, admission ya Conjestina ya mwisho haikutufurahisha kama familia. Kwa sababu mimi tulipigiwa simu ya kwamba Conjestina anatolewa hospitalini. Mimi kama ndugu yake mkubwa nilisema nikiwa nyumbani kabla sijaenda kumtoa hospitalini ya kwamba huyo msichana hajapona. Nikasema nitakatakata. Nikiona mimi kazi yangu ni kuangalia tu sura ya mtu kama mtu wa sport. Na msoma kwa sababu yeye ni dada yangu. Alafu najua tu ya kwamba huyu msichana ako sawa ama huyu msichana hayuko kwa sehemu yake ya kawaida.
Bwana William, shikilia hapo kidogo. Miss Island, good to have you in studio also.
Thank you.
And the reason why we brought her here today is because you are part of the team that brought the family to Nairobi, but there's something that you're working on that you believe might be able to assist Conjestina on a more long-term approach, because what we've been seeing is short-term approaches.
Exactly.
Quick fundraising here, quick fundraising there. Talk to us a bit about that.
Yeah, actually I came up with this initiative after I learned about Conjestina's condition, and immediately after I was crowned, I thought about it. My crown can do something, since Conjestina was also an Islander. So I traveled all the way, that was 2 months ago. I traveled all the way from Nairobi. I went to Yala. Then unfortunately I did not know them. I heard about Conjestina's and I was reading more about it, so I wanted to see for me to believe it. That's why I took my time. I went home, I met them. They did not expect me. I got there at around 10 p.m.
We actually do have some of those pictures. If my director can run that video clip. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, then I met them. The mother did not expect me. I talked to them. I told them I'm Miss Islands, Nairobi County, and I've heard about Conjestina's condition. So I'm here to see how we can help her. I'm really interested in helping her. As a pageant, my pageantry is all about how best do you give back to the society. And Conjestina, in fact, we share gender, right? If we bring her back to life, how
do we bring her back to life? You spend time with the family, you spend time with her, you know, in some of those clips we can see you know, hugging her, talking to her. How do we help her?
Yes, before that I went to Safaricom I had a live interview whereby I was asked how we can help Conjestina. Then I requested Safaricom if they could come in. They provide us with the till, because that's the easiest way for Kenyans to come together and contribute for one who is in need. Then I approached the Safaricom. We talked to them. They asked for some documents which I provided. Then I went home and I've been following up for this till.
To get a pay bill number?
Yeah, to get this till number.
Okay.
And before getting that, I had to get the authorization from the mother and the family. That's why I went.
And something just comes up to my mind.
Yes,
the family has said, yes, Conjestina has been helped year in, year out, but that help never gets to her. How sure are we that, you know, with this initiative that you're doing, that the help will get to her? Okay, we have a very good strategic plan, and I'm working with an NGO known as Kogelo Empowerment for Economic Development Organization. They are here with me in hand, and thank God the skippers came in. Now we are going to be a big team, and according to the mom, among all these people who've been helping them, they've just been working online. In fact, I'm the first person who've gone there, and yeah, so and also people will have to trust me and tell me how we can do it in a transparent manner, so that
you mentioned a strategic plan. I want you to give us the basic details. I've seen Kenyans on social media discussing, should we take Conjestina abroad, you know, for treatment? Are the facilities in Kenya enough? What is your thinking?
Okay, even you, as you understand, Conjestina has been to several hospitals in Kenya. She's been discharged without getting well, and I've talked to this Indian doctor. In fact, we are good to go, because I was thinking, now that India is the best hospital, is the best place for these health things. I've already talked to a doctor, and he has given us everything, how it can be done. He gave us a period of 2 to 3 months that will be treatment for Conjestina. Then before we take her there, we need to have a good assessment here, whereby there are some psychiatrists here in Kenya. I really appreciate them. They have offered us to actually do it for us, the assessment. Yeah, then they will give us all the recommendations.
Steve, something comes to my mind, and remember Conjestina being this really, really larger-than-life personality a while back. Last week, as these photos were circulating on social media, there are also reports that she used to earn a lot of money, 800,000 shillings per appearance, per much. And then look at this now. You know, it's reached a point where she's not well, and we are now at that point where we're looking for money to get her back. Are you doing anything to ensure that our future boxers don't find themselves in this predicament?
All right, you know, the most that I can do as a boxing promoter is to advise a boxer to, like, invest your money in better things and don't just blow it up. That's the most that I can do. Because I'm not a financial
Don't you think you need to organize financial classes for these people that you are promoting as your CSR?
In fact, just to add on to that, someone has sent us an SMS here, DS Njoroge, saying the problem of boxing in Kenya started when promoters who wanted to join politics joined boxing promotion as a stepping stone to politics. You should also ask him whether he has political ambitions in 2017.
Well, I don't know much about politics. I'm not a politician. I will never. I doubt if I'll ever.
Never say never.
I doubt if I'll never vie for office for whatever reason. I'm a boxing promoter. I love boxing, and that's what I'm doing. And that's why boxing was different. Everyone else.
But do you agree with what DS Njoroge is saying, that boxing promoters use this space they're in to advance themselves?
Well, even just answering that is political. I don't know. Well, there are many politicians who've been part of boxing and very many other sports. Well, for me, I'm not. We have events lined up for throughout the rest of the year. We could be Machakos or Mombasa at the end of this year, 26th of December. And that's what's on my mind right now, professional boxing.
Kidogo, I still feel that we should talk to the family, William, and of course Mom. Kuna fununu kwamba kuna Wakenya walikuwa wanataka kusaidia Conjestina, maybe kumpeleka South Africa ama pale nje, lakini kuna mtu ama watu kwa familia walizuilia hiyo maneno. Hiyo ni ukweli, kwa sababu jana wakati niliambia watu kwamba tutakuwa na familia ya Conjestina hapa, waliniuliza, je, hiyo ni ukweli?
Nitakujibu haraka sana kama ndugu yake Conjestina. Sisi hatuwezi kukataa kwa usaidizi yeyote kumhusu Conjestina. Kwa sababu vile anaumia sio furaha kwetu. Sisi hatuko nyumbani ili tufanye biashara yeyote na Conjestina, lakini sisi tunapigania maisha yake ili irudi sawa sawa, arudi kwa kazi yake ile alikuwa anafanya. Sasa wenye wanataka wenye wanasema ati walikuwa wanataka kumpeleka South Africa, hiyo ni uongo. Mimi nakujibu kama ndugu yake mkubwa. Tena naweza kuwaambia ya kwamba inatakikana waseme ukweli wakati tunatafuta usaidizi ya kumsaidia mtu ambaye tunataka kumsaidia. Kwa hivyo mimi sasa niko hapa kwa studio kuomba usaidizi ya Conjestina ili asaidiwe juu anaweza rudi kwa hali yake ya kawaida. Mimi naongea kama ndugu yake mkubwa. Saa zingine naweza sema ya kwamba kumtibu Conjestina ndio huwa inakatwa mapema. Anatolewa nje, alafu sasa anawachwa kwa kliniki. Hiyo kliniki ni pesa. Alafu tunastuka tu ya kwamba ati mwenye alikuwa anamlipia pesa amewacha. Sasa vile amewacha namna hiyo, sasa ugonjwa inaanza tena kurudi pole inarudi pole, alafu Conjestina tena anaanza sasa tu kufanya vituko ya kutembea na kuongea mambo mengine hata watu hawawezi kuelewa. Sasa hiyo mambo yake ya dawa kukatika hiyo. For example, the last admission ile ilikuwa Kisumu Avenue Hospital. Mimi kama ndugu yake nilisema ya kwamba huyu msichana, kwa nini hao watu wanaharakisha na kumtoa hospitalini na hajapona? Huyu msichana hajapona. Mimi kuenda huko nikapata kama ashapewa discharge, amevalishwa, amewekwa kwa reception, anangojea familia wakuja wampokee. Nami kama ndugu yake nilienda nikamchukua kama hajapona namna hiyo, kwa sababu tayari discharge ilikuwa imefanywa. Sasa mimi nikatoka na yeye nikapewa madawa. Mimi kufika na yeye kwa gari, hii ni sani ya kawaida ya public tu. Kufika na yeye hapo kwa gari akaanza kufanya vituko kabla hajaingia ndani ya gari. Imagine, na nimetoka na yeye hospitalini. Saa hiyo nikiwaambia hao watu huyu msichana naenda na yeye nyumbani, lakini hajapona. Mimi nasema kama ndugu yake mkubwa. Na hao watu ni kama hawakuchukua on serious note. Kufika nyumbani ndio hali yake ya kawaida ya kukua mbaya zaidi ya kufika juu. Wakati huo baada angeweza bado kukubali kufanya nini? Kumeza dawa. Unajua hiyo hali yake ikifika kama saa hii haizi meza dawa. Hiyo dawa anatupa tu, anasema mnataka kuniua. Lakini wakati anaelekea kupona, wakiendelea tu na yeye na dawa bila kusema ati dawa ichukuliwa bila kukosa continuously. Conjestina anakuja vizuri, na akisha kuja vizuri utaona kama Conjestina narudi kwa ring bila shida yoyote.
Mrs. Land, I think one of the challenges that many Kenyans face is the concept of sending money and not being sure. Even if the organizers go out of their way to explain how the money was spent, they still feel that deep down in their hearts they're not quite sure. Is there a way that Kenyans could partner in kind, where instead of sending money, could say that if you're taking her to India, can I sponsor the ticket? If you're taking her to India, send me the quote for her hospital bill and I will pay directly. How can we, make that easier? Because I can hear the cry of the family that her hospital care needs to be long-term. But I can also hear the cry of Kenyans that we've contributed to so many initiatives. Every day, social media, a new initiative, and we never quite know where our money goes to.
Okay, we accept any kind of help, because our aim here is for Conjestina to get better. If someone would just come in and tell us, I'm sponsoring her to go to India, and then I'll also set the hospital bills, what else can make me happy? Yes. And
there's one thing that hasn't been mentioned yet. When City Hall hosted us for our press conference on Friday last week, and they committed themselves, actually tomorrow is when they're supposed to meet. So of course they said they want to set up a fund themselves or something.
For her or for boxers?
For her.
Okay.
For her. There's something they want to do for her. So we'll sit down with them, and for me as a promoter, of course, and a fan of Conjestina, that's the whole reason why I brought her to Nairobi to watch the game and be part of it and have that feeling, of a big game. And
sorry, we do actually have some SMS feedback here. Saving Conjestina, Benson Gisharo, I'm hoping this is a Commonwealth boxer. The way out to save Conjestina is to get her the best medical attention. From there she needs tender care. When she gets well, we should also get a concrete solution. We do have a government gymnasium. Where can she get a permanent job? hivyo tutakuwa tumemsaidia. Someone else saying please confirm for us the pay bill number, the one you're giving is not going through, please confirm. So you need to confirm that once again. And some are saying good idea, others are asking how are you saving Conjestina. I think we've tried to explain what are some of the initiatives.
And Evelyn, before we finish this, we also need to know the state of Conjestina. You have been interacting with her. Maybe you can tell us what exactly the problem is, and what happens next. Okay, you've already told us what happened next, but just her general state. Okay,
apart from her illness, which the doctor can explain better, according to the psychiatrist I talked with a few days ago, Conjestina's illness is getting worse due to distress. Remember, she was up there. Right now she's begging for coins to get drunk, to forget her problems. Yeah. So if we can be able to empower Conjestina, and that's one thing I'm going to plead to the government, to put her in the payroll, even after she gets well. At least at the end of the day, she has something. You see, not that if Conjestina gets better, what next? She will still remember, I was once a millionaire. Now I'm here in the village. People are just pitying me around. How, you see? Yes.
So there needs to be government support.
Yeah, the government
have a constant income coming through. Like someone said, the government gymnasium, maybe that's where she needs to be. Skipper, are we seeing more girls, more ladies getting into the sport?
Yes, of course we are. We had a bout which was in the same card over there, but it couldn't happen because there was a no-show. But yeah, of course we have very many lady boxers, female boxers who are professionals, and even some of them have belts too. And yeah, we bring the sport that way.
Let me ask you, earlier on this year there was a very big boxing match. There was Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, and brought in a lot of millions. They are millionaires in their respective countries. Are we getting there? Will we get there? When will we get there?
Where we no longer hear such horror stories because boxers have enough money to retire on.
Yes, we're getting there. I mean, currently it starts with support from the corporate world. I mean, what Mayweather and the likes got didn't come from get earnings.
True.
Yeah. So I would ask the corporate world to come into this and join us in making better events and make bigger passes. I mean, salaries in boxing, they call it passes. Making bigger salaries for the boxers, and yeah, just grow the sport.
Okay, so it's entirely incorporated. Sorry,
I know our time is almost up, but we really are getting lots and lots of feedback. Dr. Njagi, a psychiatrist, says Conjestina requires rehab after the treatment, which can be done in Kenya. Okay. Another one is saying let's try the Churchill way. I'm guessing the fundraising way, maybe have a concert for her. Another one's asking an interesting question. My name is Shiko. What happened to the house that was being bought? And maybe William, you can tell us more about that. What happened to the house that was being bought for Konje in Athi River, the event that took place in Tamasha almost 8 years ago? So fundraising has been happening over the last 8 years. I don't know, was there a house?
Okay, I think that one I can answer very well. People have been saying so many things that Conjestina is having so many properties in Kenya here. And according to us as the family members, we know very well that Conjestina only bought a parcel at Lakizama there, whereby
where she had the school.
Nothing like school which was there. I'll say the fact. Nothing like school which was there. It was just a training room for her own gym. Yeah, nothing like so. People loved Conjestina so much, especially these children who are in school, both primary and secondary school. So they used to go there for Conjestina's training. They loved her so much, and it was not a school.
So this house, you've only heard about a house. You never saw anything.
Sometimes back even they said that Conjestina is having a vehicle. Conjestina hasn't even bought a vehicle. He's totally having nothing.
Mom, kwa ufupi ni ujumbe gani ungependa kutuma kwa Wakenya kuhusu Conjestina Achieng, mtoto wako? Kwa bado ni mtoto wako.
Conjestina Achieng ni mtoto wangu. Hata bado ninampenda vile nilikuwa ninampenda wakati alikuwa Konje. Lakini kama ninawacha maneno mengi ambayo watu wameshasema, ninahuzunika sana. Kwa vile hata hiyo plot yake alinunua hajajenga, alinunua huko Lakizama. Watu wanang'ang'ania. Sasa ninashindwa. Mtu mgonjwa unaweza kusema ati ulinunua nayo kitu. Sasa huyu mtu amekazana hata wakati mzee baada alikuwa ako hai. Huyu mtu alianza kujenga, wakatoka nyumbani, na huyu ndugu yake na kijana ya Konje wakaenda wakabomoa hiyo floor walianza. Sasa vile huyo mtu alisikia ati mzee aliaga
tena hivi karibuni
akatoka tena. Yeye anataka kujenga hapo. Sasa haya yote nimemwachia Mwenyezi Mungu kwa sababu sina lolote naweza kufanya. Sasa ninaomba tu wana Kenya na serikali ya Kenya, tafadhali anisaidie vile uhai ya msichana wangu Conjestina inaweza kurudi. Haki anateseka na haki ninaona kuchungu.
We've asked about your accountability process. You've tried to explain for those who are convinced. How can they support Conjestina through that pay bill?
Okay, they can just go. They don't go straight to the pay bill. They go to M-Pesa menu, then they go to Lipa na M-Pesa. You select buy goods and services, then they'll ask you for the till. The till number is 215212. Account name is Rescue Conjestina.
215212.
Yes, and to corporates who would like to come in, we'll give them the account number, which I don't have offered. It's so many.
How can they contact you? Can you give us an email that they can...
they can like my page, Miss Islands Nairobi County. Tweet me at Miss Islands or Miss Islands 2014 at gmail.com.
Miss Islands 2014
at gmail.com.
Yes. But we know that you have an appointment with governor, is that correct, coming soon? Or the county government? That one, he's the one who can
speak. The speaker of the county is one told us that to come over and have a word with him.
Okay. And one more thing, I would like the boxers, the skippers, to make things clear with us, because when we were brought here, what we were promised did not happen. We were told that this event is probably to honor Conjestina, and we are going to do the fundraising for Conjestina for her medical. Just a sec. Then that one did not happen. Even the mom was there as well. So let them make it clear so that when we go there, we know we are going to work together with them, because they are the one who sent me home to bring the family.
Bring her. Good. Let's get a parting shot from you, Skipper.
All right.
Yes.
What happened is
a clear message to the family.
3 months ago, when we were planning for this event, I said one thing to the whole team. I was a big fan of Conjestina. I still am a big fan of Conjestina. I would love her to be part of this thing. Even if it's just come and watch and be part of the experience, and even if she's going back home. Because I can't lie, I can't say I can help, I can do something for someone, and I know very well that maybe I can't, then I'll be a liar. I'm a boxing promoter, not a doctor. So when we came up with that, we said we'll go to her home and bring her back. Then by coincidence we met, and she told us how she gone to the home before and everything. So we said to ourselves, why not work with her and go to Conjestina's house? So I gave them a vehicle.
So the vehicle that we saw in that shot, if my director can just run that clip one more time, that was your vehicle?
Yeah, I gave them a vehicle. I gave a vehicle from my office and took them to Siaya. Picked Conjestina, brought her back. I've put her up in a hotel in Nairobi.
There's that shot on the screen. Okay, you put her
up in a hotel in Nairobi, the whole family. And but then about the fundraising thing, the event was not aimed at fundraising. The event was a professional boxing bout, recognized and commissioned by...
So maybe that's where the miscommunication was, because they believe the event was aimed at fundraising for Conjestina.
We still did the fundraising. In fact, I'd like to thank our Nairobi Senator, Mike Sonko, who really initiated the whole thing and made it happen. So if it wasn't for him, I don't even know what could have happened. I don't even know where all the money was taken.
He actually sent 42,000 to him. That was what Mike Sonko.
That was what Mike Sonko.
And the sort of fundraising that, let me make it clear, guys. The sort of fundraising is trying to bring up, it wasn't meant to be the way they talked to me initially. They brought Conjestina in the ring, who is mentally unstable, and asked the crowd to give her the little that they have. So imagine a sick person, give me, and then you see that was not how we talked to him about it. So I just want us to make it like straight.
Good point passed across. Can we go? I think it's time to wind up.
It's time to wind up. Hopefully both of you can work together, because you're doing a fantastic initiative. You're doing a fantastic initiative, and at the end of the day it is about saving Conjestina, really. It's not about who is bigger than the other. So we can only hope that will work. But thank you very much for all of you coming this morning. We really appreciate, and we wish you all the best in your efforts, in your endeavors. Kindly repeat that pay bill number. I remember our director was saying 215212.
215-212. You go to M-Pesa menu, Lipa na M-Pesa. Don't select pay bill, select buy goods and services. Then they will request for the till number, which is 215-212. Account name is Rescue Conjestina.
All right, so there you have it, 215-212. The rescue name, the account name is Rescue Conjestina. All right, then, thank you once again, Wahida.
Thank you.
We're coming to the end of the Power Breakfast show for this Monday morning. Like I always say, we hope that you've been informed, you've been educated, and you have been entertained. On behalf of everyone who makes this show a success, I'm wishing you a lovely Monday. We'll see you tomorrow. But Monday's football? Monday football coming up. We've got lots and lots World Cup qualifiers that were happening this weekend. We're hosting Bandari as well. An exciting show lined up. All right, so there you have it. Remember, you can keep the conversation going. The hashtag is Power Breakfast. The SMS line is 22422. 1 o'clock is going to be Monday football. That's the hashtag. So please keep in touch with us. For now, from us, it's bye. Keep warm, be kind to one another, and don't forget to smile.